he's asking why there's no sisters in Italy. That's a good question. We don't, well, one answer to that is we don't recruit. So they have to come to us and say, we would like to create an order. So all the orders in all the other countries and all the other cities just sprung up, you know, on their own. We didn't, you know, other than, you know, the first tour of Europe that Vish made with psychedelia and X to, you know, to generate interest in sisters in Europe. All the other orders have started on their own. But as for Italy, good question. Talk to people. thesisters.org. Right here.
Curious what you think is the greatest challenge
Okay, the question was, what's the greatest challenge in the sisters regarding AIDS awareness of what?
Education and care for those who have it.
Well, that's a difficult question. You know, there's a lot of challenges. We do the best we can. We can't do everything, but you know, we get out there and we just keep at it and keep at it, and that's the best we can do.
Fucking right we were.
She asked if we were influenced by the grand tradition of the Cockats. Well, you know, it's seeped into the consciousness, so how could we deny it? Of course we will. You know, I don't know that there was an exact connection, but sure, it's, you know, it's seeped into the whole milieu of, you know, gay culture.
Just to follow up on that, as one of the earlier sisters and an old San Franciscan, I went to Angels of Light shows, and I was inspired by them. Of course, anybody who went to them would be. I don't know if any of the other sisters were actually there. Of course, that was before we met each other. But yes, that's seeped into our consciousness, and those of us who saw those shows, clearly we were influenced by them. We knew of Sister Cocaine, who was one of the Angels of Light, and I mean, she influenced a lot of other drag queens, and I mean, that in turn created a sense of spirituality and drag. And I mean, there were other orders in San Francisco before there were Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, and when we started, we heard from other orders all over. Sisters of Perpetual Motion in San Diego and Atlanta, Sisters of Perpetual Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences. There's a Jewish convent, Our Lady of the Vault. Non-consciousness was everywhere. We sparked something that was already very much present. And certainly the Cockats and the Angels of Light were part of what sparked it here in San Francisco.
That's Sister Boom Boom, by the way.
Sister Boom Boom!
Thanks, Boom Boom. Next question. Yes. We're here for you. Go ahead. We have done Stations of the Cross several times.
She speaks perfectly.
What was it like for you to work on the film? It was amazing to get to know all the sisters.
Any talk of getting it on television or distribution or anything?
Well, we're trying to get it onto Austrian television. We haven't had any partners here in the States, so if you know anybody who's, you know, owns a station or something, that'd be very nice. But no, not yet.
Well, I'm sure there's film distributors and you know, TV executives in the audience right now because I can smell Botox. In the balcony.
Yeah, have you ever had a sort of a positive relationship with actual ordained Catholic nuns or priests?
Yes, many times. Yeah, there's a lot of instances of it. I remember seeing some archival footage from the French nuns just running into nuns on the street, and they were thrilled to meet our nuns. We used to have bingo at Most Holy Redeemer in the Castro until the Archbishop found out about it and banned it. Pope. That's our Pope back there, the real Pope.
Remind them that when we had the grand hearing on whether we could close the street down for our 25th anniversary, when the Archbishop over here was trying to kibosh it, we had an order of nuns arriving, real nuns arriving in a bus, testifying in our behalf.
Okay, 2 more questions. Okay, so we're gonna have a pop quiz. How long does it take to do the makeup? Okay, one more question.
Just wondering, they showed Uruguay system, was that the most prevalent in all of South America, or why?
No, that's the only order in South America.
Wow.
Yeah, we had an order in Thailand. I don't know if it's still active. So we've been in Asia. We don't have any orders in Africa, Greenland, Antarctica, but I think we've covered most of the continents. Yes?
I have a question.
Yes, thanks, skinny young man in the back.
Is any nun going to admit to having sex in face? No.
Makeup in your first 6 months or whatever. One of our earliest safe-sex benefits was, we had safe-sex benefits, we had the sex. We had the cauldron, at the hot house, there were nuns having sex in face, there were nuns having sex in a lot of faces.
Thank you very much.